Hey guys, welcome back. So, I am creating this video wherein I will be describing, or rather, I will be giving you a demo of all the major video editing features that are present in a video editor. I am using iMovie here for a reference, but I believe this tutorial should be generic enough which can be applied to any other video editing application. Okay, the idea behind this video is if you are a new video editor or new to video editing, you may be struggling with what all transitions, what all filters, what all audio filters can be applied, right? And you might be kind of spending too much time googling around it and all those things. So what I have done here in this video is I have created separate timelines for each important section of video editing. So for example, they have created a separate section for transitions, all the video transitions. So if you want to know what all video transitions are present in iMovie, you can just go to that particular section and see the live demo of all the video transitions that are supported in iMovie. Similarly, you can go to the section called clip filters to check what all clip filters are supported in iMovie, which you can use during video editing. Similarly, I have created some more sections and I have created timelines for each of those sections, so you can directly go to that section and check the live demo of those particular features. Okay, even if you are a pro video editor who does a lot of video editing, you might be interested in this video because you can just see a live demo and you will see the name of that particular feature or particular transition or particular clip, and you can directly use that particular feature instead of kind of watching it every time and trying to memorize the names of all those uh, transitions and clip features and all those filters, right? So this demo should serve you good. Bookmark this video is what I would suggest, so that you can keep on coming to it regularly whenever you want to do a new video editing. I hope this video will be very useful to you. Do provide your feedback and enjoy the video. Thank you. Between two video clips, just go to the transitions, and let's say you want to apply cross blur transition. Just drag this cross blur transition between the two video clips, and this transition will automatically get applied. And to give a title, just go here and drag this title here so that you know what is happening here. You can give a name to this. And now we have a title to this transition. Guys, welcome to another episode of Better Engineering Management Podcast and Unconventional Thinking, Deep Gaming Enthusiast, Tech. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Better Engineering Management Podcast and Unconventional Thinking, Deep Gaming Enthusiast, Tech Expert, Tech Lead, and also kind of out of the box thinking is some of the qualities that defines our today's guest, Chaitanya Ramavajjal. Please welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you for having me over.
Chaitanya is very good friend of mine, very old friend of mine. Chaitanya, please introduce yourself and give a small brief about your education and career.
Yeah, sure. So I've been uh, uh, I've been to school with Pradeep during my undergrad days. Did computer science. Then came over to to US to get a master's in computer science, and I've been working in. I made a career out of in the mobile space. Been in this space for about 10, 15, 10, 12 years or so, ever since Apple opened up their App Store to third-party developers, and that's what I've been doing since.
So Chaitanya, starting with the beginning, you have also done your higher studies in US, right? MS in Southern California. My question is, what are the main differences in education that you have observed in Indian colleges and what you have studied there, right? To apply clip filters, just select the clip on which you want to apply your filter. Go to clip filters, select clip filter, and let's say you want to apply the flipped filter. Just click on flipped, and now that filter has been applied, and as you can see, this clip has been flipped, as you can see from the subtitles here, which has been flipped. So what are the differences you have observed?
I think a lot of focus is on the why of what you're studying and what you're doing here in the US,
Okay. Okay.
in which necessarily was not the focus back home in India, where you were just given some material and then people would read it and then move on with their lives and not really understand why that was being done, which many a times sparks ideas on.
Because many times, many students want to pursue their career in US and America. They want to do higher studies also there. So I just wanted to shed some light, like what are some of the challenges that they should be ready to, face when they are kind of going from India to America or any other country, for getting higher education as well as kind of, pursuing their career in those countries.
I think this is by no means an exhaustive list. I think so. And what you want to think through is how to embrace the local culture and
Okay.
and what people do there, because at the end of the day your studies will open doors for you, but you're working with the people that are local to that area. So the more you are able to integrate in that society, the easier it is for you. And rather than shying away from it all, embracing them would make you happier as well,
Okay.
and also uh, help you feel more connected with the people around you.
Chaitanya, one question which I have is because we know each other from long time.
Mhm.
During from college days itself, you were very much interested in lot of how should I say, lot of things which were not really taught in the curriculum. For example,
Yeah.
internet security,
Yeah.
and even the architecture behind all this malware and viruses, and lot of things which are not part of the curriculum, right? How did that help you eventually, and if it helped at all, and what kind of uh, how does that fall along in your higher goals and higher kind of careers?
Yeah, I think I would say that it was whenever I was dabbling in that, it was sparked by curiosity, and the way it translated over, and more so in my professional career, was on how to really think from a different perspective. But one skill that to one skill that really helped me with is problem solving. And especially when you're looking at code, it is debugging. Like, how do you get to the root of the issue, or explain why something is happening, and create multiple scenarios and trace down the most likely scenario.
Because what a lot of times it happens, right? We come across a lot of students or even professionals who are studying something, but they also have a lot of side interests, right? And they don't necessarily pursue it, or kind of don't, they juggle between the main, journey and their side careers, right? And side interests. So would you say that you should kind of put more focus on side interests also, or something which deeply interests you, even though it is not part of your core curriculum, and that can also open many doors of opportunities later?
I think it's a fine line. Is uh, the side interests can take many forms. It could be, if your main profession is, say, something in tech, your side interest could be repairing motorcycles, or doing something in the house.
They're
And
completely outside the domain of your main curriculum.
yeah, it
Okay.
could be completely outside of the domain
Correct.
of
Correct.
your expertise, or it could be very well within your domain expertise. So, what you want to think through is, do you want to make the thing switch? Do you want to do the thing that you love to do for money? Money is the deciding factor here. Money is it's
Do it for earlier you would just do it for yourself. Let's say if you're
around you or who you love. But when money exchanges hands, then the stakes are different and the expectations are different. And you may start out loving it, but you may not necessarily enjoy being part of it, because you you're not doing it because you love it. You're doing it because your lifeline, your livelihood is on the line. So you want to be, so which is why I say, it is a thin line. You
Mm-hmm.
won't tread it carefully where you don't start hitting the thing you like. Or have a game plan to export something different if you if start to dislike where it is going, pursue it. Who knows, it might open other things for
Okay.
you.
Okay, interesting take on that. So Chaitanya, you have when you went to US, right? You started working in some very early startups, right? Like from the which have been just been seeded and all those kind of startups, right? What are some of the major challenges that you faced there?
I think the one of the main thing is quite a few things that happen in the life span of a startup. One is, where is the next funding coming from? Because you want to either maintain your team or grow your team. The second is, who is who is your customer? Who are you selling it to? Sometimes the uh, customer you build out for is not the customer who you actually end up selling.
Start selling
Uh,
to.
yeah, selling to. And uh, and who's your competitor? How are they going to just steamroll you or not? And then uh, trying to just stay ahead of the curve. So those would be the uh, uh, some of the the challenges that come with
But at a personal level, did you face any challenges like in the sense that technology-wise or work pressure-wise or kind of because I was also working in a couple of startups in India, right? So I would tell you the major challenges that we face, same, whatever you said.
To apply green blue screen, it is very easy in iMovie. Let's say you want to apply the green blue screen in iMovie and you have already downloaded a video. So here I have downloaded a subscribe button which supports green blue screen. So I just need to drag this here on top of another video. So if you see here, the subscribes button has been overlaid on the video and I cannot see the actual video. So what I need to do here is I need to select this clip. I need to go here and select green blue screen. That's all. And now when this video will run, the green blue screen will get applied. That's it. See how we can create an animation in iMovie. Let's say I want to create an animation where I want to show a picture flying from one area of the screen to another. How will I do this? It's simple. First I will drag this image here. Now this image is present here. So if I play this video, this image will be visible. Let's say I want the image to fly from the top right to bottom left. So what I will do here is, from that portion of the video, I will need to drag this image all the way till the final position of the video. Okay, and then in the first section I will need to select this picture and go to the sub menu, which is the keyframes menu, and I will have to click on this. Now a keyframe has been added. This is the starting position of the image. Let's say I want the final position of the image on the bottom left. So I will need to go to the final position and again select this image. First I have created one more keyframe and now I will need to drag this image down and we are done. Now let us see how the video looks. The image should ideally fly from the top right to bottom left. Yes, see, I am flying. That's all we need to do to create an animation in iframes using in iMovie using keyframes.
That was true. But there was always kind of dearth of funding, and there was a runway, right, which can always fall short, and you can be in trouble. but also like working hours wise, it can be pretty demanding in India. For example, I was working here till 3 a.m. almost for let's almost like 2 years.
Mm.
So did you also go through those phases?
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think the depending, I've been in startups that where it was an idea, and I, along with a couple more people, were actually translating that into something that was tangible or a product or what have you, and that definitely skews your work-life balance more towards
Okay.
work than life.
Okay.
And those were extremely long hours, and I was fortunate that I was young then to be able to
Okay.
pull
Okay.
that off. But yeah, it definitely puts a lot of strain on you and if you have a family with you, then puts a lot of strain on them as well.
Can strain your relationships and all those things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And what was the fun part of it all, like working in startups and kind of, because we have also seen, I think your first or second startup itself kind of succeeded, right? I mean, in the sense that the product that you were guys were trying to build. Can you tell us briefly about that product also and what was it like? I believe it was in the space of some browsers which were making a couple of things compatible, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this was at a time when iPhones and Android phones that we know today was
Hmm.
just starting to grab the market share. So it was they were just starting to get popular, or they were popular, and people wanted more of it. One of the famous decisions that was made by Steve Jobs back then was they would not allow Flash, which is irrelevant today, but back then it was one of the main areas of development